Hi students, myself Deepa Koppar. I want to explain multivibrator. The theory of multivibrator. The multivibrator is considered as a non-sinusoidal oscillator which can generate waveforms other than the sine wave. They are basically two stages amplifiers with positive feedback from the output of one amplifier to the input of the other. This feedback is supplied in such a manner that one transistor is driven to saturation or on state, we can say, and other state to the cutoff region and which is off state. The action is reversed after a certain time depending upon the certain conditions. That is, saturated transistor is driven into cutoff and the cutoff transistor is driven into the saturation. There are three basic types of multivibrators. Those are, one is a stable multivibrator, second one is monostable multivibrator, third one is bistable multivibrator. The first type is a stable multivibrator. This is the a stable multivibrator circuit diagram. Here there is a two transistors are using, NPN two transistors are using, which having a three terminals, collector, base and emitters. Here R1 and R4 are connected to the transistor through the collector. Collector is connected to the R1 and R4. Next, R2 and R3 are the using for biasing purpose, and C1 and C2 are for charging and discharging. See now what is a stable multivibrator. A stable multivibrators are free running oscillators which oscillate between two states, continuously producing two square wave output waveforms. Next, in electronic circuit, a stable multivibrator are known as free running multivibrator, as they do not require any additional inputs or external assistant to oscillate. A stable oscillator produces a continuous square wave from its output, or two outputs has no inputs, which can then be used to flash lights or to produce a sound in a loudspeaker. The basic circuit for an astable multivibrator produces a square wave output from a pair of grounded emitter cross-coupled transistors. Both transistors either NPN or PNP. In the multivibrator are biased for linear operation and are operated as a common emitter amplifier with 100% positive feedback. Next one, we have to see the operation of a stable multivibrator. I will show you circuit diagram. See, here there is a two transistors are using, that is TR1 and TR2. Both are identical, but one is on state and another one is off state. See here, there is a, assume a 6 volt of a supply and that transistor, the TR1, which is a, here there is a TR1, has just switched off, which is switched off means cutoff region, and its collector voltage is rising towards the VCC. Meanwhile, the transistor TR2 has just turned on. The plate A of capacitor C1, here A and B capacitor of C1. The plate A of capacitor C1 is also rising towards the VCC. And as it is connected to the collector of TR1, here there is a collector of TR1 which is now cut off. Since TR1 is a cut off, it conducts no current. TR1 is cut off region means which conducts no current. There is a no voltage drop across the load resistance R1. And next, the other side of the capacitor is what? B, which is connected to the base terminal of the TR2 and at a 0.6 voltage, at 0.6 voltage, because the transistor TR2 is conducting state, means which is in saturation state. Therefore, capacitor C1 has potential difference of 5.4 volts across its plates, that is given by 6.0 minus 0.6 volt, means it gives 5.4 volt from the point A to B. The next, since TR2 is fully on, capacitor C2 starts the charge up. Capacitor C2 starts charges up through the resistor R2. Capacitor C2 gets charges through the R2 towards the VCC. When the voltage across capacitor C2 rises more than 0.6 volt, it biases the transistor TR1 into conduction and into saturation. Next, the C2 is charging, means the TR1 switch is on. The plate A of the capacitor, which was originally at VCC potential, immediately falls to 0.6 volts. This rapid fall of voltage on plate A causes an equal and instantaneous fall in the voltage at the plate of B. Therefore, the plate B of a C1 is pulled down to minus 5.4 voltage, a reverse charge, and this negative voltage swing is applied to the base of TR2 and turning it hard off, and one is unstable state. The transistor TR2 is driven into cutoff, so capacitor C1 now begins to charge in the opposite direction via resistor R3. Which is also connected to the positive 6 volt supply of a VCC. Thus, the base of transistor TR2 is now moving upwards in the positive direction towards VCC with a time constant equal to the C1 into R3 combination. This is the operation of a stable multi-vibrator. Next, the astable multi-vibrator periodic time is capital T is equal to T1 plus T2. The T1 is given by 0.69 C1R3 and T2 is given by 0.69 C2R2, where R is in ohm, capacitor is in farads. By altering the time constant of just one RC network, the mark to the space ratio and the frequency of output waveform can be changed, but normally by changing both RC time constants together at the same time, the output frequency will be altered, keeping the mark to space ratio the same at 1:1. See here, if the value of capacitor C1 equals to the value of capacitor C2, then C1 is equal to C2, and also the value of base resistor R2 is equal to the value of base resistor R3, that is R2 is equal to R3, that the total length of the time of a multivibrator's cycle is given below for the symmetrical output waveform. The frequency of oscillation is given by f is equal to 1 by t is equal to 1 by 1.38 in the bracket RC. 0.69 plus 0.69 is 1.38 into R1 is equal to R2 is equal to, that is R, and C1 is equal to C3 is equal to C. Then where R is in ohm, C is in farad, T is in seconds, and the F is in hertz. And this is known as the pulse repetition frequency. So the stable multivibrator can produce two very short square wave output waveforms from each transistors or much longer rectangular shaped output, either symmetrical or non-symmetrical, depending upon the time constant of RC network as shown here. The stable multivibrator waveforms is given here, that is, the first one is shorter time constant, symmetrical. See here there is a T1, the delay, and the T2. The two are the same time constant, that's why which is in the symmetrical form. And the next one is what? That is T1 is not equal to T2. The T2 which is a longer time constant, which is the wave square form waves are not symmetrical. This is a stable multivibrator operation, which is one of the type of multivibrator. Thank you, students.